We all know that Masashi Kishimoto was heavily inspired by folklore, history, religion, and many other affiliations to our world. In this particular video, we are going to cover the concept of Sharingan techniques as well as what it represented and the muses Kishimoto used to create it. Most of the Sharingan techniques we see in Naruto's universe being used by the Uchiha clan are inspired from Shinto deities such as Izanagi and Izanami jutsus and many others. For example, the technique Izanagi, which Danzo, Madara and Obito showcased, and Izanami, which Itachi famously used against Kabuto, as well as explaining the origins of the jutsus within the Uchiha clan, are based off deities born after 7 divine generations in Japanese and Shinto mythology. The deity known as Izanagi no Mikoto, along with his wife who also happens to be his younger sister Izanami no Mikoto, are known for Kuni-Umi, the mythology of giving birth to many islands of Japan, and Kami-Umi, which is giving birth to numerous other deities of Shintoism. Both divine beings were summoned into existence by the first gods of Japanese folklore, Kanito Kotachi and Amino Mina Kanushi, to be in charge and responsible for Kani-Umi, the formation of the country. This is also kinda reflected back to Naruto, as Izanagi and Izanami in Naruto's universe is also based upon the creation of all things technique, which Hagoromo, the Sage of Six Paths, used to create the Nine-Tailed Beast, which is in his own right is kinda seen as a deity in the shinobi world. These techniques essentially involve imagination and spiritual energy, in which yin chakra must be used to create physical form from nothingness. Then through physical energy, which is yang chakra, would breathe life into the creations. But as I mentioned earlier, Izanagi and Izanami aren't just known for Kuni-Umi, the creation of lands, they are famously known for Kami-Umi, the creation of other deities. This led to the introduction of Susanoo, Amaterasu and Tsukiyomi, and even other jutsus such as Kagusuchi. The story for Kami-Umi is revolved around the adventure of Izanagi, where he travels to Yomi no Kuni, the Japanese underworld, or also known as the shadowy land of the dead, to retrieve his wife Izanami, after she died giving birth to their child, the Shinto fire god Kakusuchi. So Izanagi pays his wife a visit to Yomi, the underworld, in the hopes of retrieving her. He searched for Izanami and found her. At first, Izanagi could not see her, for the shadows hid her appearance. He asked her to return with him. Izanami told Izanagi that he was too late, as she already had eaten the food cooked in the furnace of the underworld, rendering her unable to return and was now one with the land of the dead. However, she told Izanagi that she was unable to return to the living and would beg for permission to leave. The news bewildered Izanagi, but he refused to leave her in Yomi. Now guys, remember, it's really dark in the underworld, and at this point Izanagi couldn't see clearly, and Izanami asked him to promise not to look at her before they leave. While Izanami was sleeping, he took the comb that bound his long hair and set it alight as a torch. Under the sudden burst of light, he saw the horrid form of the once beautiful and graceful Izanami. She was now a rotting form of flesh with maggots and foul creatures running over her ravaged body. Crying out loud, Izanagi could no longer control his fear, and he started to run, intending to return to the living and abandon his death-ridden wife. Izanami woke up shrieking and indignant and chased after him. Like, imagine your man just left you on your ones and you are having to make sure he ain't going nowhere, son. You ain't going nowhere.
Oh no, nigga, you ain't going nowhere.
Izanagi burst out of the entrance and pushed a boulder in the mouth of the cave to block the entrance of Yomi so she couldn't leave. Izanami screamed from behind this impenetrable barricade and told her brother husband Izanagi that if he left her, she would destroy 1,000 residents of the living every day. He furiously replied he would give life to 1,500 each day to counter her mass killings. After his failed attempt to get Izanami, he washed himself in a stream. As he cleaned his left eye, Amaterasu the sun goddess was born. As he cleaned his right eye, Tsukiyomi the moon god was born. And as he cleaned his nose, Susanoo the tempest storm god was born. These are the techniques found in Itachi, as after he lost Shisui, Amaterasu, Tsukiyomi and Susanoo was born to him. He stated this himself on that fateful day in which he lost Shisui, killed his own clan and his parents. For you to unlock the Susanoo ability in Naruto's universe, you need to master the Amaterasu and Tsukiyomi abilities. So pretty much Madara and all the others all had the Tsukiyomi ability as well, but they didn't show that for some reason. Even the sword of Totsuka and Yato Mirror's shield that Itachi Susanoo wields is related back to the deities. For instance, the Totsuka sword is the same sword used by which Izanagi used to kill his newborn son. Yeah, these deities don't play around, they kill each other. Kagutsuchi, from grief after his birth, burned his mother, Izanami, to death, like she died. Later, the sword of Totsuka was used by Izanagi's offspring, the deity Susanoo, to slay the legendary 8-headed and 8-tailed snake, Yamato no Orochi. Just like it was used by Itachi Susanoo to defeat Orochimaru's 8 branches technique, which is kinda similar, which Kishimoto again inspired from. Sasuke is also shown to have the ability to manipulate the black flames of Amaterasu into various weapons. This is referred to as Blaze Release Kagutsuchi, which refers to the fire god again. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video and you learned something new, make sure you smash that like button and comment below. If you could pick only one Sharingan jutsu in real life, which one would it be and why? I'd pick Tsukiyomi. No one will ever know it was me. I can take them out and it will be a genjutsu. I can do whatever I want. Make sure you follow us on social media to be know of our upcoming videos, of course, and hit the notification bell because YouTube is frankly broken. We also have a second channel if you'd like to check it out with more content from us. And as always, thank you for watching our videos and we see you guys next time.